it's Kelly-Marie Alvarez here from Lawn Fawn with a video for Simon Says Stamp, and today we are going to be creating a gorgeous card by Tammy Stark. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be using Lawn Fawn's brand new set, Elephant Parade, for this really awesome interactive platform pop-up card. And so we're going to go ahead and stamp out these cute little elephants and the mice and other fun images from the set using some jet black ink, which is an alcohol marker friendly ink. We're going to stamp out a bunch of these images, including this adorable little flag, which has a bunch of different sayings that you can stamp in it, and we're going to stamp congrats. Then we're going to use some Copic markers to add some color to these adorable images. So we'll add a cute little pink ear to the elephant, and then we're going to be using some cool grays. So we're going to lay down a base color of the lightest color that we're going to use, C0, and then we're going to come in with the darkest, adding in the shadow. Then we're going to blend that out with a medium color, and then we're going to bring in another light color to continue to blend that out into that C0 marker that's already there. And you can see how gorgeous this elephant is looking. Then we're going to take that darkest marker, the C5, and add cute little dots all of the way around the elephant and give it that cute little detail that makes it feel so special. Then we're going to take the coordinating die for the stamp set and cut out this adorable tiny little elephant, and then we're going to repeat the same process using a really similar coloring technique for that little mama and baby elephant and all of those fun little accessories. Now we're going to take those pieces and put them aside and start working on creating the platform pop-up. So this is the main platform pop-up piece, and we're going to die cut 2 of those out of white cardstock. We're also going to die cut the T-shaped piece that comes with the platform pop-up out of white cardstock as well, and we're going to die cut 2 of those. Then we're going to take a brand new add-on, which is the platform pop-up cloud inserts, and we're going to die cut those. The large one we're going to die cut once, and then we're going to die cut that smaller little cloud border twice. And these clouds are so amazing. I can't wait for you to see what they look like inside of the platform pop-up. We also have a wraparound die that is the cloud wraparound. So we're going to die cut that also out of white cardstock, and we're going to die cut 2 of those as well. And before we start to actually assemble the platform pop-up, we're going to do some inking on those brand new cloud wraparound and also cloud inserts. So we're going to be using some Lawn Fawn Mermaid ink, which is just the prettiest kind of turquoisey color. And we're going to use a blender brush and add some of the ink to the bottom and the top of the clouds. And this is a way to add a little bit of color to the white clouds without covering up the entirety of the white look of a cloud. So I think it just makes it feel really special, and it's really, really quick and easy to do. Then we're going to do the same thing on that larger cloud insert. So we're going to pick up some of that mermaid ink and go slowly onto the outside edges of those clouds, and you can see that it just kind of makes the whole thing pop, and I think it just looks so pretty and kind of ethereal. Now we are recreating a gorgeous design by Tammy Stark, and one of the things that she did to add some texture was to add some little splatters. So we're going to take that same ink pad, we're going to smear it onto an acrylic block, and then take a water bottle here, and we're going to spray some water on there, just kind of a couple of sprays. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Then take a paintbrush and kind of mix that water and ink together, and then we're going to tap the paintbrush on the edge of the block, and that's going to create the perfect size splatters. This is a technique by Rebecca here at Lawn Fawn headquarters. These are Rebecca's hands, and oh my goodness, I think it looks so amazing. And you'll see as we bring it close to the camera, it creates these really fine little splatters that is the perfect texture onto our clouds. So now that we have that on the cloud insert, the larger one, we're going to do it on the smaller cloud inserts as well. And we're also going to be doing it on the cloud wraparound pieces so that all of them coordinate with that beautiful texture onto them. For the cloud wraparound pieces, we're just going to smear a little bit more ink. We're kind of running out of ink on that block. Add a little bit of water, and the next time you do splatters, try Rebecca's technique. Add it to your block and then tap on the edge of the block, and those little splatters are just perfect. Now we're going to take all of these cloud add-on pieces and set them aside to dry and start working on the assembly of the platform pop-up. Here are the 2 main base pieces that we die cut earlier. We're just going to work on one for now, and we're going to go ahead and fold along all of the score lines that the die has created for us. Then we'll take out that T-shaped piece, and there's a little score line at the bottom, and we're going to fold back along that score line. And then we're going to take out some 1/4-inch double-sided tape, and we're going to add it to that very bottom little flap on the main piece, and then we're going to add it below that score line on the T-shaped piece. Then I'm going to take both of these pieces and flip them over, and we're going to add that T-shaped piece into the slot on the main piece, just like this. Then we're going to remove the liner paper on the adhesive that we added to the bottom of the T-shaped piece. And then what we're going to do is we're going to fold along that first big score line, just like that. Then we're going to pull along the tab and make sure that's nice and flush against the edge, and then we're going to secure down the T-shaped piece. Then we can peel up the liner paper on that next strip of adhesive, and then we're going to fold along the next big score line, kind of like a big stair step, and we're just going to press down and secure it. And that is going to create 1/2 of our platform pop-up. Then we're going to repeat the same thing again. So we're going to fold along all of the score lines that the die created for us on a second main platform base piece. We'll also take out the second T-shaped piece and we'll fold along the score line on that one. Then we'll take our 1/4-inch double-sided tape and we're going to add it to the tab at the bottom of the main base piece and just below that score line on the T-shaped piece. Then we'll flip both pieces over and we're going to take the T-shaped piece and we're going to add it through the slot. Then we can peel up that liner paper. Then we're going to fold along that first big score line there. We're going to pull that tab so it's nice and flush and then press down to secure it in place. Then we can peel up the liner paper on the next adhesive piece, and we're going to fold along that next big score line, kind of like a stair step, and we're going to press down and secure the whole thing. And now we have two pieces that look exactly the same, and we need to work on getting these pieces to be one long piece. So we're going to add some 1/4-inch tape there onto the little tab on the end of one of the platform pop-up pieces. And we're going to peel up that liner paper, and we're going to butt these two pieces together, lining them up so that it's one long piece. And then we can press that tab down to secure it in place. Now all of our cloud pieces have dried, so we can start adding them onto the platform pop-up. And we're going to start with this large insert, which is going to go right in the center of the platform pop-up. So we're going to take that same 1/4-inch double-sided tape and we're going to add it to one side of the platform pop-up there on that kind of rectangle there, right below that score line. Then we're going to flip over our clouds and we're going to add some tape runner that's right below that stitching there on that cloud. And this is the part that's going to adhere to the center of the platform pop-up. So we're going to peel up the liner paper on that cloud insert and then we're going to be layering this over top the right-hand side of the platform pop-up. So the bottom of that cloud, where that pretty stitching is going to line up there with the top of that platform pop-up rectangle. So you can see how I'm kind of lining that up right there. That way the clouds are peeking out into the center of the platform pop-up, and that bottom piece just helps you secure it nicely into the center of your platform pop-up. Then we can peel up the liner paper on the other side, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold this in half, and you'll see that the pieces are going to line up perfectly, and it's going to secure that really well. Then our last step is to connect that last little tab, so we'll add some tape onto that tab, and then we can peel up that liner paper and we'll tuck that tab in, and that is going to attach our entire platform pop-up. And then here you can see as you push up from the bottom, those clouds appear and it looks so cool. Then these are the other two little inserts that we inked earlier. We're going to be adding those onto those T-shaped pieces that we added to the platform pop-up. So we're going to flip these both over, and this time we're going to use some 1/8-inch double-sided tape. It's a nice skinny tape on the back and bottom of each of those little cloud inserts. And if you've ever created a platform pop-up before, this is like the cute little hill inserts or grass that we have. Now we have these adorable clouds. So we'll peel up that liner paper and you'll see that it's the perfect size to cover up that little T-shaped piece that is popping out of the platform pop-up. So we're going to add one cloud to the front, and then we're going to add another cloud to the back. And you can see just how cute this is looking. I love the look of those clouds that have the inking on the white platform pop-up base. Now this looks super cute as is, but there is the cloud wraparound, and it's going to add even more clouds to this, and it's just going to look amazing. So we've die cut two of those pieces and we inked those, and now what we need to do is attach these together. So we're going to take that same 1/4-inch double-sided tape. This tape is your friend for these interactive cards, and we're going to add that right onto both of those tabs. Then we're going to go ahead and fold along the score lines that the die created for us. And these score lines are going to perfectly match up with the base of the platform pop-up as we add this to it, almost kind of like a paper doll to help decorate it. Then we can peel up the liner paper on one of those tabs, and you'll see we're just going to layer the other one over top, and you can kind of connect the cloud shape there so that it just lines up perfectly. Then we'll secure that. And then we're just going to fold the whole thing in half, peel up the liner paper, and we can tuck the other tab in, and it's going to line up perfectly. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take that platform pop-up out and we're going to be adding some tape runner onto the platform pop-up onto that rectangular part. So not the base, but the rectangular part that has those scallops on it. It's going to add some tape runner all around. It doesn't have to be perfect, just some tape on there is going to be great. And then what we're going to do is take this piece and just feed it right over top. Just like how I said earlier, kind of like a little paper doll. It's like we're adding a cute little outfit to our platform pop-up, and this is going to turn it now into a cloud platform pop-up. So you'll see it's going to line up right with the bottom there. And you'll see how great that's looking. And then what we can do is just push down to secure it. And then we can pop up from the bottom and see what everything's looking like and how fun are these clouds. And what I love about these clouds is there are so many cute and fun things that you can add to them. I love adding hot air balloons, which is so awesome. But today we're going to add those elephants that we did earlier. But right before we do that, we are going to actually use the original platform pop-up add-on. And we're going to have this as a cute little background for our clouds. So you can see it looks great like this. Or you can add this add-on too, just to give it another cute look. And I love the stars that is on this beautiful paper. So we're going to add that 1/8 inch double-sided tape to the back and bottom of the platform pop-up add-on piece. We're going to peel up the liner paper, and then we're just going to tuck that right in the back. And you'll see we have those score lines that we folded along. It's going to line up with the shape of the platform pop-up. You can kind of just push it right down so that it kind of lands right along the floor of the platform pop-up, and then you can just press to secure the tape. And then what I like to do is flatten the whole platform pop-up and then just push down really well to make sure that it's nice and secure. And because we're doing this cute baby theme today with the elephants, I think those little stars in the background just look adorable. Now that we have stars and clouds, we need a moon, and Tammy was so clever in how she created this moon. We are going to die cut the largest stitch circle here, and then we're going to take out the second largest die. So there you can see it's the second largest, and we're going to create a moon shape by layering that over half of the circle. So we're just going to layer that there, and you can kind of see exactly how you want your crescent moon to look. Once you like the look, we'll hold that in place with some low-tack tape, run it through the die cut machine, and now we have this gorgeous moon. Now we're going to add some fun yellow to this with some inking. So here is some scattered straw distress ink. We're going to cover the moon in that ink. And then we're going to add some fossilized amber to that just to add a little bit of shadow towards the inside part of the moon. And then we can start working on putting this moon into the platform pop-up. And I just thought this was so cute how Tammy did this. She kind of tucked it in front of and behind the clouds. So I'm kind of going to practice here. I'm going to put some of it in front, some of it behind. And that kind of helped me know where I needed to put some adhesive. So I have to add some adhesive at the bottom of the moon and then also on the back of the clouds a little bit. So there I can put my moon piece at the very bottom and kind of tuck it in then behind the other clouds. And there's something about how that's tucked in that makes it look really, really cool. And then now I can just secure it with that adhesive that I already added. I like to flatten the platform pop-up and press down and make sure everything's secure and that the whole thing still closes even with that moon on it. Now this is Lawn Fawn's brand new Moon and Stars Mobile die, and we're going to be using this die in a couple different ways. So we're going to use some parts of the mobile and also some of the stars that are included with this die set. So die cut some of those stars out of white cardstock, and then we're going to add some color onto the stars with that same scattered straw ink so that it matches the moon. Once we have those stars inked, I'm going to take some acetate here, and I'm just cutting a thin strip of acetate because I want to have some of the stars floating in the sky. So I'm going to add some tape runner to the top of that little strip of acetate, and then I'm going to layer my star right on top of that. And this is when I realized that I didn't know exactly where this star should go until I add my elephant. So I'm just going to put that one aside, and we're going to work on the other star element. So we're going to actually cut off part of that mobile so that we have that little string hanging down. And then we're going to add a little drop of glue, and we can layer the yellow star over top of this. And so I love that mobile die, but I love that the pieces of it are really cute for adding to cards. And this little hanging star on the moon, I think, is just the sweetest look for a baby card. Oh, I'm just so in love with how this looks. So now we're going to bring back those adorable elephant parade stamps that we colored and die cut earlier. And we're going to add that little mama and baby elephant, which that image, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. And we're going to add that to that very front cloud right into our scene. Then now I can finally add that cute floating star that I think is going to add a really cool look. And by adding it onto that piece of acetate, it's going to really make it feel like it's floating behind the elephant. Now, right at this moment, I realized it kind of needed a third star. So I went ahead and did the same exact process where I added a star to the top of the acetate. And then we're going to layer that behind the elephant there on the left-hand side. And then there's a cute little baby bottle image in the elephant parade stamp set. And so we're going to add that right in there. Now, this here is a heart garland backdrop die, and it has this really cute stitched banner. This is a really great size for the platform pop-up. I always love shopping my stash and looking for cute things like this. We're going to die cut that out of some mermaid cardstock to match that mermaid ink that we did earlier, and then we're going to stamp the welcome little peanut sentiment from the elephant parade stamp set. Then we can add some tape runner to that cute little banner, and we're going to layer that right onto the card. Now we're going to create a cute little scene at the bottom of the platform pop-up with these other elements. So we're going to add some foam squares on those just to give them a little bit of a pop. We'll add that cute little elephant and the flag and the cupcake. And right now, I just wanted to show you this. I realized that that whole scene was covering up that cute little mom and baby elephant, and I didn't really like that. So I'm just taking everything right off and lowering them down. And that's why when I add things to a card, I never really press down until I know they're in the exact place. So I was able to pop off those foam squares and that tape runner. I'm shifting everything down. And then now I can actually press down and secure it because now that flag is not in the way of that cute little mama and baby. And then we're going to add that fun little mouse that's also in the elephant parade stamp set, kind of standing on top of that banner. I think that's just such a cute look. Now for one last little finishing touch, that cloud wraparound comes with these cute little individual cloud dies. So we die cut one of those out of white cardstock. We'll add some foam squares and then just add a little pop of a white cloud behind the elephant. And this is another special element that Tammy adds to her cards that just make them feel so special. And now this card is all done. It folds flat. You can put it in an envelope with standard postage and then push up from the bottom and see this amazing scene come to life. I love this cloud add-on. I think it's so cute for a baby card, but it would be so fun with hot air balloons or with a Ferris wheel theme. Oh my gosh, anything flying, airplanes, anything that you can think of. I just think it's so fun with rainbows. Oh my goodness, but as this baby card, this is just the sweetest thing ever. I love the elephant parade stamp sets in it, and it was so much fun to create. I just had such a blast recreating this card by Tammy, so thank you so much, Tammy. And I hope you guys enjoy it too, and I cannot wait to hear what kind of cool cloud platform pop-ups you're going to create, so make sure to share that in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great